You know how people get into conversations and they say things like, we're going to be breaking a table. That's what I'm going to be doing in today's conversation. I'm going to be breaking a table that has been standing for such a long time in the life of our girls. So if you're raising a daughter in 2025 and you're watching this video, come closer because I have something to tell you. Now, what is that table that I want to break? I want us to talk about something that has rather been disturbing for such a long time, especially as I interact with hundreds and thousands of girls as a girl's mentor. It is what I call the good girl syndrome. The good girl syndrome is that thing that makes a girl want to please everybody, want to say yes to everybody, want to be outgoing with everybody, want to be in everybody's good record. It's not safe. It's not healthy. It is not good. I want us to talk about how we can rather raise girls who are powerful in their own skin, who are able to say no when no is necessary, and of course say yes when yes is necessary. So what does this good girl syndrome actually mean? Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Precious Flourish Ifeanyichukwu, and I am your favorite global girls coach. So many girls grow up believing that they should never get anybody upset. They should never say no to anybody, like I said earlier. And that continues to be their identity, their perspective, their idea about who they should be, what they should do as they keep growing. And that's not healthy because it is preparing them for future disaster. What happens with such girls is that they become professional people pleasers. Best in pleasing people, best in following the crowd, best in never standing out. That's not a good place to be. What are the signs that your daughter is struggling with this good girl syndrome? Being good is not bad. Following the rules, saying yes is not bad. But when you do that at your own detriment, when you lack the ability to stand your ground, to say no when no is necessary, then that becomes a problem. And that's what I want us to deal with today. So it's good to be respectful, it's good to help, it's good to step out for people, but it's also good to have your own boundaries. It's also good to have your own limits. It's also good to know when to say no and push back. Now, what are the signs that your daughter is likely a people pleaser? What are the signs that your daughter is suffering from this good girl syndrome? Number one is if she apologizes for everything. If she's always saying sorry, please, like if she's constantly apologizing. So recently in our mentorship program, one of my girls in our reading club wanted to say something and she goes, please, I'm sorry. I want to ask, can I said, my darling, you don't need to be sorry. You want to ask a question. You've not done anything, you've not offended anyone. And this is not just about the girls, it's also about the culture, it's also about what they see in their environment, it's also about how they see even their parents, adults around them behave. So we apologize over every single thing. You want to ask a question and you go, sorry, can I do, sorry, please, sorry, can I, please, sorry, is there, but it's not necessary. You only say sorry when you've done something wrong, when you want to apologize. So why apologize when you've done nothing? So if your daughter is fond of using that apologetic word, even when she has done nothing, then she's likely a people pleaser. She needs help. Number two is if she avoids leadership, even though she's capable. If she avoids leadership position, leadership opportunities, because she's probably scared or whatever reason, but if she's constantly avoiding to lead in the home, in school, in church, in the community, among her friends, if she's constantly doing that, then she needs help. Number three, if she's afraid of being judged, she's always avoiding confronting things. Someone does something to her because she doesn't want to be seen as the snitch in the class. She doesn't want to be seen as this or that. She just dodges the situation, dodges the opportunity of exploring, sharing her own perspective. If she does that consistently, then she is a people pleaser. And let me say this, if you see one or two of these characteristics that I'm mentioning in your daughter, it is not time to judge her. It's not time to rub it on her face. You're a people pleaser. No, she needs help. And I'm also going to be sharing with you what you can actually do to help her. So if she's constantly afraid of being judged, then she is struggling with that. Another point is if she hides her true feelings. If she hides her true feelings because she wants to be liked, she wants to be accepted, if she's constantly doing that, she's a people pleaser. She is suffering from the good girl syndrome, and that's not a safe place to be. The next is if she struggles to say no. If she's struggling to say no, if she's struggling to turn down proposal, requests, opportunities, if she is always constantly struggling to say no, then she's a people pleaser and she needs help. Now let's look at how can you help her regain her power? Because the truth is that we all have the ability to say no. We all have the ability to be ourselves from childbirth. But as we keep growing, as we keep approaching the teenage years, the adult stage, we hear things, we experience things that make us think, oh, you know what, I'm just supposed to be everywhere for everyone. I'm not supposed to have boundaries, because probably adults in our lives or experiences we've had has taught us otherwise. It has taught us that you don't have a say, you don't have the opportunity to say your mind, you just have to go with the flow. That's wrong. So when they keep growing, when a girl never practices using her voice, when she never practices being her authentic self, if she never has the opportunity to say no, if every time she says no, she gets attacked, she gets judged, she gets relegated, she gets maltreated, she gets punished, then she's going to learn the safety way, which is, of course, to say yes every single time, even when it is not comfortable for her. Now, she grows up doubting herself. She grows up feeling like her voice doesn't matter. She grows up feeling that I just have to be silent. I just have to hide. I don't have to be out there. So it's important that you help your daughter realize some of these things so that she can actually begin to believe in herself again and see that her voice actually matters. Now, how can we begin to break this circle? How can we begin to break this table of good girlism? First thing you want to do is teach her it's okay to disagree respectfully. Teach her that it's okay to not agree with everybody. You don't have to agree with everybody. You don't have to be liked by everybody. You don't have to say yes to everybody's opinion. It's okay to have your own opinion. It's okay to have your own perspective, your own standards, your own values. And it's okay if everybody doesn't accept that. It doesn't make them bad, neither does it make you bad. So they need to understand some of these fundamentals. It's okay to disagree respectfully. Yes, so disagree respectfully. You can actually say no without being disrespectful, without being saucy, without sounding callous. You can disagree honorably. You can turn down requests, you can turn down opportunities, you can turn down proposals in the most honorable way. So saying things like, I would have really want to help, but it is not a good time for me. You've said no in the most respectful way. Saying things like, can I try this some other time? I'm not in the best frame of mind to say this. Or just saying no, because no is also a complete sentence. You don't always have to explain all the no. Number 2 is let her make age-appropriate decisions. So making decisions is something that a lot of parents fear for their children. So you want to always jump in and save the day. You want to always jump in and, make the decisions for her, make the decisions for him. You're not helping her. You are making her an imbecile, a robot. Because when the chips are down, you're not going to go with her everywhere in life. There's definitely going to become a time where she will be independent, where she'll be far away and need to make certain major decisions. So she needs to actually start practicing right now. And that's one way to develop that solid personality, that perspective, that belief in themselves, knowing that, yes, I can make a decision, I can take a stand on this, because she's been practicing it. So one way to help her begin to develop that power is to encourage her to make decisions, age-appropriate decisions, decisions like friends to choose, decisions like how to dress, where to go, groups to belong to, things to say at certain time, decisions like in the home, deciding where things go, what to prepare for the day, what meal to make for dinner, for breakfast. Such small decisions can strengthen her decision-making skills so that by the time she goes outside, she can be able to practice even better. Another thing is actually to say no to you. Argue her opinion, to bring her strong reasons to you as a parent. So if you're always shutting them down when they try to make their opinions known, when they try to use their voice, when they try to share their own view, if you're always telling them, shut up, you don't even know anything. You're just a child, you're just a kid, you know nothing. You are destroying their ability to believe in themselves. And tomorrow when it's time to share in public, they're going to be like, okay, you know what? The last time I tried to use my voice, nobody allowed me. My mom, she said I'm just a child. So even in this situation, I'm also just a child. I can't say anything. So if you want them to be strong outside, then it has to start from inside. You have to allow them make small decisions in the home. Another thing you want to do is to show her strong, real women. Expose her to women, show her other women, because we live in a society actually that do not believe a lot in the part of a woman, in what a woman can do, what a girl can do. Girls are seen as second-class citizens, as not so strong, as fragile, as inadequate. So you want to point her to strong women, powerful women doing incredible things, moving things around, achieving things, achieving stuff in their lives, in their career. So you want to point them to those women so that as they see those women, they start to believe in themselves as well. They start to say that, you know what, if this person is able to do this, I too can. That's the power of vision. That's the power of imitation. When you see something done, you know that I can do this thing too. So you want to point them to real women, strong women who are using their voices, who are standing for the truth, who are standing for, what they believe in, so that they too can know that it is okay to stand for what you believe in. It is okay to not be everybody's punch bag, not to be on everybody's side. It's okay to stand out. It's okay to have your own voice and to use it. And finally is teach her that she's allowed to take up space. Teach her that she's allowed to walk into rooms. How do you do that? Practice in the house. Allow her to share her opinions. When making decisions in the house, allow her to make contributions. Allow your daughter to say something. When you're doing that, you're basically telling her this space belongs to you as well. You're basically telling her you have a place. You are not out of place. You are not a misfit. Because when you're doing that, you are solidifying her belief in herself. You're telling her that it's okay to use your voice. It's okay to stand out, to say your mind. You're teaching her to be strong, to be powerful, to not succumb. A powerful girl is not rude. She's not supposed to be rude. She's supposed to be powerful. She's supposed to use her voice, her femininity. It is all, all the things that come together to make her who she is. So can we make a decision to begin to raise more powerful girls? Can we make a decision to begin to raise girls who do not shrink, girls who do not see themselves as second class, girls who know that they are valuable, they are worthy, and that they deserve every good thing in life? If we raise such girls, then they're not going to be falling for the good girl syndrome. They're going to be powerful, respectful, and even responsible. And if you're looking for resource materials to help empower your daughter for decision making, then you want to get her this material. It is a book I've written on decision making for girls, a very powerful resource on making wise decisions, because there are skills to decision making. There are things to know about making wise decisions that your daughter needs to know. It's available on Amazon and Seller. You can also get hard copies when you click the link in the comment section. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. I hope it's been useful. I hope it's been worth your time. And I want you to share this video with a parent who is raising a daughter. Subscribe, click the like button and subscribe to this channel so that you can get more notifications when I post the next video. Bye.